loved by their creator with inalienable rights and life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. When you realize that they also said, we pledge our lives. Hello. And our hey. Hi, peace, folks. How you living? Baby. Keep cool, baby. Keep cool. Ain't nothing going on but some men. You know what I'm saying? Godly men and women who be about the peace, man. Increase the peace. Choose life. All this is nonsensical killings all over the city, man. What a pity. It ain't cool, it ain't kosher. You take it for what you want, that last minute. And because I'm not really anti-Semitic, so I do that. I can say that. I can use that word. And universities can claim religious or moral exceptions to the birth control mandate. Kosher is just another way of saying cool. Not that all fake Jews or not that all white Jewish are cool. I mean, you got good and bad in all races of people person. But ain't no need to be foolish. You know, ain't no need to be ignorantly racist against a whole race of people's persons. You know what I'm saying? Be they black or white, Jewish, as a black American, as far as I'm concerned, or whatever, whatsoever race. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, just to hate somebody being because they belong to a certain particular race. It's ignorant, it's stupid, it's dumb. Not to mention this, it's insane, it's sick, it's crazy. And caring a person. In addition to being impolite, rude, would walk around the court knowing every go without saying double, triple be said that it would be socially unacceptable, criminally illegal, and a compliment. Well, I know it would be like so, you know, within what is supposed to be a country, a nation that is supposed to represent a free society, a supposed so-called democratic republic or democracy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate somebody just being it because they belong to a certain race of people, person, or being that because of their color is rather ignorant. They're going to hate you because they've already said and insane. You don't have to, you're not ready for them anymore. And his strong stance is making him ever more influential. Dumb. The Hill magazine had an article and crazy, whatever. Clarence Thomas's yeah. One writer labeled I think you all get the general deal of what I was trying to say, regardless of whether or not that my person is speaking correct, proper, standard English grammar of the American dialect, being of some such quality and quantity not. Be I speaking the King's English street slang for that matter. The bottom line is to hate somebody just being that because they belong to a certain race of people, persons, or being that because of their skin color. It is just ever so stupid and sick. He's funny, like a lunch after Scalia back at the court. It shows a person that would think to do that, you know, to be kind of retarded. And no offense is meant to be directed against much more familiar, mentally challenged persons who would have more of an excuse for, you know, possibly letting out some foolishness out of their mouths because it's just pure nonsense, you know, just as nonsensical, ridiculous as a president of the USA making fun of the mentally challenged, like going on like, at the Delta presidency, president of the USA, and I would just like to say regardless of how Kathy Griffin, the closet lesbian, or Bloor Dagger, she faggot, a dago, of whom that had supposedly come up out of her closet and then he wants to decapitate me. Yes, yeah. Composed of the video me myself having my head chopped off, where if I speak upon it, about how I feel, about how she traumatized my son when she had composed it and posted it, then I would think that like the late MJ, not the b-ball player, but the pop culture singer, actor, and dancer said, "That's ignorant. It's ignorant." You know, and well, if I were to say that, I think that Kim Jong Un, squint eye, Adolf Hitler, North Korean dictator, in my views and opinion, is no longer like a psychopath and a sociopath, or a proverbial neighbor from hell, a public nuisance of a problem neighbor, moonlighting as a crank caller and a stalker, or like the male characters played by white boys in certain films or movie flicks, or vintage classic pop culture television and big screen motion picture productions of Hollywood or Hollywood weird California. If I were to say that Kim Jong Un is no longer like what was depicted in certain films or psychodramas, pop cultures, movie flicks like the White Boys, who had played in the movie, for one, called back the movies, like, say, for example, the one called back title of Psycho, and the other one being Silence of the Lambs. Just to name a couple, not more couple. If I would have said that Kim Jong Un is no longer a sadomasochist, sadist, psychopath, sociopath, cowardly bully, chair want to be like a proverbial neighbor from hell, public nuisance is a problem neighbor, then I don't think that would make you seem like I'm off my rocker, and for Kathy Griffin to want to further, add insult to injury by how she wants to do a what do you call a JWB or LHO number on me, JWB, John Wilkes Booth, or LHO, Lee Harvey Oswald number on me, no, gay pedophile, Catholic priest, no, stay back, amen, please. Don't attempt to do something rather nasty or freaky with me. Please, www.godhatesfags.com. And police, the cops when you need them. Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe there's less of them to come to the rescue, the emergency assistance of American citizens and our foreigners, since that day or night that I ordered the likes of U.S. American police as well as U.S. American military personnel. And, as well as I had ordered, U.S. American police officers to spray peaceful protesters with tear gas. Giggity. No, gay pedophile Catholic priest, stay away. No. No. No, Islamic Muslim terrorist, stay away. No, no, no. Mexican drug lord, stay away. Everybody, on three, sing with me. One, two, three. Oh, my heel far away, stood in a get crowd. No, I'm not closet clean, a closet crowd. You know, just being there because my parents may have been in that secret society as card camp members. Don't make me. I didn't sexually assault or rape a 16-year-old girl or a 13-year-old underage female minor like a former ex-president or president of the USA like big Mr. Big Bill Bobcat Clinton could have possibly have done or did, you know, when it comes to girls as well as women, and got away with bloody murder and could possibly still be a card can member to Disneyland, being which is a sexual cesspool for sexual predator animal monsters representing the masculine gender, the human species, overgrown pervs of males, of grown adult men, you know, the likes of the male sexual predator animal monster characters, male rapists and male pedophiles, and his wife with the bogus emails, hundreds of thousands of bogus emails of Russian collusion, may have raped more than quite a few underage minors herself, and could possibly be likewise like her husband, that being a car carrying member to Pizzagate, Comet Ping Pong, Disneyland, Vatican City, Rome, the papacy, etc. herself. Stay back, gay pedophile, Catholic priest. Anyway, y'all, let me, finish up with the basic intro. As an introduction for her to get on with some such other.
I love you, Dad.
For start date, the 6th day of the 7th month, about a couple few days after the Independence Day holiday of the 4th of July. Did I say the 6th month? I meant the 7th month if I didn't say it.
They can get. It's
That is
ridiculous. Well, not anymore. Thanks to hearing
say the correct
I can hear clearly.
Yes, and we had here for the 6th day of the 7th month, being the month of July, within the year of our Lord and Savior, the Christ Messiah Deliverer, 2020 or 2020 for a Monday of the week for this new week. So let's start from the very beginning, you all. You speed dial it and then get on with something such a, maybe. On 3, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Hello, hey, hi everybody. Social media family, being on whatsoever races, but then not necessarily being on whatever walks of life, factions of society, lifestyle preferences. I mean, you have got to recognize and realize you could not possibly hang with somebody, anybody, and everybody. You know how that is, Not anybody, everybody is your friend. People placing things, being at the wrong place at the wrong time. Being at the wrong place at the wrong time in the wrong crowd can or could possibly develop into something that would take on the nature to result in serious consequences. Been there, done that, don't want to do it again. At least not anytime too soon enough again. Hopefully, it'll be a long time in coming, if and when, or better yet to be said, if at all. So I say to you all, being on my social media family, not counting the internet trolls and the negative, but my literal actual social media family, hopefully, being a person who could possibly either be my friends or become my friends, especially if you subscribe to my channel, being as you are likewise as well, all the same, or whatever I've said, that's the correct, proper standard English grammar of American dialect of some such qualities and quantities or not. And as I think of it with that in my mind, so let's just try back here. We don't put the being on so I can go on to following from where and when I last left off to finish up as in complete a former previous prior line found in that same sense. The word and as you be of the old young alike of my social media family, males and females representing or being both of the two sexual genders representing the global community. What I need to say. Prince Peace continue to regulate my mind compared to how the Prince of Darkness attempt to confuse my speech. And as you all of my social media family be of some and such among yourselves, of whom are like anyone else, within this post 911 era of our new millennium, of this apocalyptic day and age. And whereas the doomsday clock is now at a few minutes to midnight, compared on how formerly previously prior to then, it was recorded midnight for these rather biblically prophetic times. How are you all doing? Well, hopefully everyone is doing at least okay, if not better yet to be said, to be feeling all right. Or if not, best of all, to be said, to be feeling blessed and stressed. More blessed and stressed, or too blessed to possibly become or be stressed. You and yours, your family, friends, hopefully me and mine. Likewise as well, or all the same. But then, nevertheless, I say, regardless of whatever I could speak upon, be the one subject matter of the issue at hand, and you just don't even know it. Pardon the pun, none was intended, none had been meant for that last mention, no offensive meant or no disrespect to be directed against any past, present, or future sexual assault victims or rape victims or murder victims for that matter, especially if some of such be the many different races of women and children, whatsoever, or whatever walks of life, factions of society, lifestyle preferences. That's including any men, for that matter. At 4:30 in the morning, Kay texted her family. Though men are less likely to report any assaults or attacks against their physical persons compared to women and children. Call it what you will, I believe it's to be considered as a man thing for obvious reasons or purposes, for that my person haven't said so, whereas, it would go without saying, as well, likewise as well, I was saying, go double, triple be said, because no man who consider oneself a man that is not, some kind of closet cocksucking and balls so they can faggot, regardless of whether or not the likes of those kind have, of homos have come out of the closet, but no man that is not associated with the LGBT community in any regard, that's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community. No male or man that is not associated with some of such of the LGBT community, then of whom could possibly have been assaulted or attacked by another male or man or by other males or men. Want to let it be known that is what had happened to them, It all depends on the case or situation. Whereas if they were outnumbered, then maybe just maybe they may relay that information or let it go public. But if it was like a one-on-one thing for one male to punk out another male, or one man to punk out another man in some kind of way, especially if it's of an intimate, sensual, or sexual nature, they don't want it to be known, being because they feel that they would get a whole lot of ridicule for that, and lose face and whatever crops that they may have had before could like spiral into an avalanche or a domino effect to make them look like ass white for practically or possibly some any and every male or otherwise who will consider themselves males, or men, male or men otherwise who will consider themselves males or men. So you know how that is. But anyway, though, getting back to some of such other, as I think to, so I can nip this in the bud, knock it right out, straight the damn hell out, and get on with some of such other, as I would usually or quite regularly, whenever I get on here for this particular social media website address app, that being of which I am a card carrying member of or account holder with that in my own personal chat room associated with it or representing that of the same question previous or prior mentioned. Whereas let me get this here intro out the way so I can get to speaking upon some such of a given argument to be debated with the many different views and opinions associated with some such, be it a controversy or not, or be it a plague upon any given society or country or nation or not, or be it were to have yet to be resolved, if it has not been already, if it is of some such of a nature or not, or be I were to speak upon a couple, few or four more topics of discussion, conversations of dialogue, or that some such a given moment in time. Again, don't kill the messenger. I'm just here to deliver, so that other person will allow myself to say, hopefully with that much less of a chance. That's all I got. Hopefully that much less with a chance to be employing the usages of the students of profanity or cuss words to simply say. Hopefully that much less.
As for Nurse Karen, who's on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic, she says it's her faith in God that gives her courage and perseverance.
She is an angel, one of God's chosen people.
He's got me. That song, he's got the whole world in his hands. He truly does. And he just continues to show that. I trust him.
Isn't faith a wonderful thing? Faith is the evidence of things hoped for. The evidence of things not the same. Substance of things hoped for.
Sorry about this, you all, social media family.
Wonderful answers to
prayer. I got to cover and stuff. I don't want to be exposed to some of such. Hopefully I haven't. I'm thinking
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Must have been relatively heavy because her body was not
anyway, though, y'all use
she couldn't even do anything.
What was that? Something about what I was saying.
Terry says someone had a little hip issue. Your whole system was
I'm trying to speed dial that being of the basic intro before I get to speaking upon some such other. Then whatever I can speak upon, don't kill the messenger. I'm just here to deliver. And now that I've gotten the basic intro or preliminaries out the way, then let me get to speaking upon some such matters, whatever could come to mind, or how many subjects or topics of discussion to be debated, for that matter. Okay? But, and moving right along, on to other things. Mate, as our kissing cousins of Brits or the English would say, across the great waters of the Atlantic, for the mother country that gave birth to this one, it was supposed to so-called Democratic Republic or democracy, being as is the USA, United States of America. That is when I said mate, so as the Brits or English would say, But then when I had mentioned supposed so-called Democratic Republic or democracy, well, I'm sorry to say, I do not any longer believe that the USA is to be considered as a Democratic Republic or democracy. If it continues to permit, certain police officers or some such cops in particular to continue to, misuse and abuse the police privileges or powers of their authority when they, pick out a certain race of people's persons to orchestrate and initiate that racial profiling of a double standard against, like say, or how you say, mainly or mostly when it comes to black male individual persons. This nonsense has got to stop, I don't appreciate that. Because it could be any black male, of whom could possibly, become subjected to experiencing racial profiling of a double standard of that nature. It don't make any sense, And so far, certain police officers, going about their own means of protesting by calling in sick because they supposedly don't approve of, well, they actually don't, as they have put it, more words or less, of they themselves being reprimanded, by some or such others for how they have taken the lives of the fellow officers rogue police or corrupt police officials or crooked or dirty cops who have gone about, cold-bloodedly murdering or killing, male individual persons of the black persuasion, or I can make sounds against my own. If they would murder, kill, fake Jews or white male individual persons of the Jewish persuasion. Whereas they want to call in sick, to go about their own protests, and some of us give them on time. Well, I myself personally, I would say, if you want to call in sick, well, while you're at it, go to the office and pick up your last check because you've been fired. We're giving you the pink slip. If you don't want to do the job you get paid for, according to the best of your professional ability, according to the proper police protocol, procedure, and a policy, if you want to act like you're getting an attitude, then because you're being reprimanded about unprofessional, non-professional police conduct, then go to the office and pick up your last check, because now you're fired. We're giving you the pink slip, And so far as defunding the police, I think that's a radical, ridiculous idea, but nevertheless, we don't want any dirty cops on any department's police force, citywide, statewide, or nationwide. Because if I myself, if I was the president of the USA, I would speak against, certain police officers want to counter protest being reprimanded, that is on counter protest their fellow police officers having been reprimanded for acting in an unprofessional, non-professional way. I would be like, if you want to call in sick, fine, that's fine by me, but don't insult the professional ability as well as intelligence of the fellow police officers being who are trying to do their job. If you want to call in sick, that's fine by me. While you're at it, go pick up your last check, because you've been fired now. So check that out. How does that grab you by the balls? Try that on for size. You want to call in sick because you have the audacity to counter protest decision reprimanding your fellow officers who had acted in an unprofessional, non-professional way to defy the proper police procedures and our policies, protocols, where they're supposed to serve and protect, not go out here and cold-bloodedly murder an American citizen and a foreigner. If you want to counter protest like that by calling sick, then fine. That is fine by me, but at the same time, go pick up your last check at the office because you've been fired. You and whosoever else are licensed. That's how I would look at it. Bang! telling like it is, you know. Because I would be like, I don't care if you're black or white. You know what I'm saying? We don't want you on any of these police departments nationwide. If you want to cock an attitude like that, you have the audacity, the cock an attitude, the nerve of you. And that's a spit in the face of all politicians, I feel. All politicians who knows the difference between right and wrong, you know. Any politician that don't agree with what I had said, then you're just as much of a cuckoo for Cocoa Pops, dope tard, president of the USA kind of politician, you know. And any judge that don't agree, as well, any attorney lawyer that don't agree, then you're full of crap, you know. In other words, however said. You know. Any police officer that is continuing to take his knee and kneel upon a fellow American citizen's neck, if I had my way, you would be fired. Not only would you be fired, you would have to pay the serious consequences for your actions by being arrested, and then from there be charged with capital first-degree murder. If you don't, be sentenced to death row, to fry in an electric chair, or to be gassed to death in the gas chamber, or to be given a lethal injection. You would have to do life in prison if the punishment fits the crime. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, any fellow police officers who wants to counter protest, against having their fellow against how their fellow officers have been reprimanded for cold-bloodedly murdering or killing a fellow American citizen or a foreigner, you could pick up your last check because you are now being put in the unemployment line. You've been fired. Pick up your pink slip with your last check, because you no longer work in this police department for wherever you want to go about counter protesting in a ridiculously ignorant, insane, and impolite way by calling in sick when you're not sick. Come on now, let's keep it real, baby. So far, the ridiculously radical ideal of defunding the police, I ain't with that program. So far, the ridiculously radical ideal of certain or particular protesters throwing rocks and bottles at the police, I ain't with that program either. I'm not with that either, okay? And because, not all police officers are the likes of dirty cops, So don't do that, peace, folks. You hear what I'm saying? I mean, don't y'all just do that. If any of your protesters be doing that kind of ridiculously radical stuff, then you ain't a friend of mine. You're a foe. You hear what I'm saying? If you throwing rocks and bottles at police officers in general, you ain't a friend of mine. You're a foe. You of the opposition. You're an enemy. You like one of those violent protesters who be moonlighting as, looters, looting stores, How the damn hell are you gonna take care of your families if you destroy stores within your own neighborhood communities? It don't matter. It don't matter whether or not the store is black owned, You hear what I'm saying? When you do something so crazy, it don't benefit you, Okay? When you have less stores in your own neighborhood communities, being because you loot the stores in your neighborhood communities, that just don't make any sense, It's crazy. It's stupid and sick of the likes of you to do that. It's ignorant and insane, I'm just telling like it is. When your young sibling children be wondering how come it's taking so long for them to get their breakfast, or lunch or dinner. It's been because some of such a y'all use violent protesters moonlighting as looters. Damaging, destroying stores in your own neighborhood communities. It don't matter if the stores are not black or are not black owned. When you do that to our neighborhood store, when you do that to the stores in our own neighborhoods, regardless of whether or not it's black owned, it's gonna come back and hurt you. It hurts y'all, it hurts you, it hurts us. I can say it both ways, as I'm supposed to be mixed. I'm one of those black persons that's more mixed than some compared to others. When you do that to your own stores in your neighborhood communities, it comes back and hurts you. It hurts or harms not only you, it hurts or harms all of us. See, I mean, when your elderly senior citizens, relatives, matriarchs and patriarchs, maternal and paternal heads for your own immediate personal family households be needing to get some of such of their prescription medicines, and they can't get some of such soon enough, because you just destroyed pharmacy stores within your own neighborhood communities, regardless of whether or not some of such are black owned. Who you think is going to hurt, huh? You don't think that's going to come back and hunt us all? Think again. So don't do that, You see any stores in the neighborhood communities be some of such black owned or not, leave it alone. Leave something such alone. Because it's going to come back and hurt us all. It's going to come back and hurt or harm us all, I ever said. Be I speaking correct, proper, standard English grammar, American dialect, or some of such qualities and quantities not. Be I speaking the King's and street slang for that matter. Bottom line is, it's going to come back and hurt or harm all of us, or hunt all of us. Don't you understand? You have to be a crazy person, a really crazy person, to destroy stores in your own neighborhood community, be it black owned or not, or some of such. You have to be cuckoo for cocoa prosper. You ain't got good sense. You must be like a stone nuts wacko job, crackpot or crank. You must be a serious drunk or hype. All the same that he said, you destroy stores in your own neighborhood communities. That's not benefiting any of us, I don't blame, young children and senior citizens saying, these stupid sick motherfuckers, these stupid sick shithead pieces of shit, they have fucked up more than quite a few stores in the neighborhood here with the fucking dickhead prick asses. On that shit, that fucking whack ass shit is gonna fucking hurt all of us. It's gonna hurt or harm all of us. I don't give a fuck if the stores aren't black owned. Just don't do that kind of fucking crazy ass shit. Fucking stupid and sick shit. Destroy stores in your own damn neighborhood community. Shit. Now people are personally finding it just that much harder to eat as soon as they would like. You know what I'm saying? Or pick up their prescription meds as soon as they would like. As soon as we would like, because some fucking idiot shithead pieces of shit then fucked up more than quite a few stores in the neighborhood. That fucking stupid and sick wacko job, crazy shit that they have perpetrated of this stupid fucking idiot shithead piece of shit 2 cent shitty ass power plays. That fucking shithead piece of shit, a dickhead pricks that they would come off as. Oh Lord, forgive me for all that cussing and swearing. This is one of my good testimony in Christ's name. But I think you all get the general idea of what I'm trying to say. That was some effing BS. So quit throwing rocks and bottles at stores, for that matter, or tearing away burglar bars, all that crazy crap.
Sergio got a 20% raise.
Especially quit stealing out the damn stores and quit, and that much more to be said, quit stealing ATM machines out of stores and so forth. That just hurts us all, Get a clue, man. It ain't cool. It ain't kosher. I don't give a damn if some of such story will be owned by some little fake Jews or racist, redneck, white, Jewish types. You know, don't be destroying stores in your own neighborhood communities, because that is just stupid and sick. You know, to do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. You know, and for all you looters that went to these stores and stole some of such, you know, especially if you stole ATM machines out of stores, man, you better hope that you be one of the lucky ones, one of the blessed ones that the police don't come knocking at your door for, because that's an automatic felony for sure. You get to stealing ATM machines out of stores, you know, because when they come looking for you, and they will, if you one of those that have stole some ATM machines out of stores, even just looted for other items, that's still a felony. And you can do serious jail time for that. That's a felony offense, especially if you steal ATM machines out of stores that have been looted. You know, you better hope that you're one of them lucky ones or blessed ones that they don't come looking for, you know, because they got y'all. They got you all on videotape robbing those stores. I don't care if it's just a 2-bit store or a 2-bit storefront store that's affiliated, associated with a gas station, place of business. You know what I'm saying? It has a gas station next to it that is associated with. When you steal something out of a store like that, even so, not to mention these mini marts and supermarkets and damn, you got food that even so looted pharmacies and banks, you know. Got up in there and took out the ATM machines and so forth. That's an automatic felony, man. You better hope that you one of them lucky or blessed ones that don't come looking for it, you know. Because they don't just send regular police, they send the federal police after you for that. It's like robbing a post office, you know. Then they send the postal police after you. And that's automatic serious jail time for a felony offense. That's an automatic felony offense. That is, you know, that is felony jail time. It comes that we mention that kind of territory of criminal offenses. That's felony jail time. You know,
50 years old. I've been safe since I was
when you be wondering why the feds is knocking on your door as well as the regular police, don't say I didn't warn you.
Well, I'm ready now,
You know,
but I can't seem to get anyone to
if
baptize.
I were you,
Am I going to hell?
I try to work out a plan with some of such, you know. If you have been one of those that was looting, and you better try to see if you could get in touch with some of them feds and see if you could work out a deal with them. You know, return whatever the damn hell you took, especially if you took money that wasn't yours from an ATM machine that was of the premises property of the store. Let's see if you can work out a deal with the feds, you know. Turn as much of that as possible, or see if you could become a police informant for that matter or something, you know. Because that's automatic jail time. That's automatic felony jail time. That's an automatic felony charge with automatic felony jail time. You know, you can become the jail cell buddy of Harvey Weinstein, you know, or Ron Jeremiah, the porn star. They're supposedly sexually assault or rape, you know, numerous a number of females or women, if not girls, likewise, like that white boy with the Mexican sounding last name. What was his name? And that's automatic jail time, you know. You're not will be a rapist or a pedophile. If you catch a felony offense of any kind, you know.
You know, a reckless
But
chance.
then the only difference is that if it's not a felony offense of a sexual assault or rape, although you still have the chance to get that expunged, but still that's a hard way to go, and it's hard to do that, you know, to get that off your criminal record, you know. I mean, a felony charge is not like, you know, a criminal charge otherwise. It's much harder to get off your record, even if you can or could possibly get it expunged. But if you have a felony charge of a sexual assault or rape, that can never be expunged. That shit, that damn FNBS, it sticks with you for the rest of your life. You know, that's one criminal charge that they're not about to remove from anybody's criminal record. You know what I'm saying? If you've been charged with it and been convicted of it, you know what I'm saying? Man, that thing is hanging over your head like a sword of Damascus for the rest of your life. You know, you've been labeled as a sexual predator, animal monster, convicted sexual predator, rapist, or pedophile. And you know, you can't get any decent job, can't get any decent housing. Man, you sure damn hell can't be, you know, in a vicinity area where children is at. You can't move into a building that's close to a school where children attend. You know, otherwise it's a violation of your parole. If you parole from a prison system or a penitentiary setting, you can't move anywhere where children are present that is attending a school or vicinity area, neighborhood community. Otherwise, that's a violation of your parole, and you will automatically go back to jail once the police catch up with you. You know, you can't be anywhere where children is at. You know, because they think that first chance you get, you're gonna attempt to do the giggity with them. Giggity. You can't even be near a school where children attend. You know, even if you're not like there in person, watching the children with binoculars or telescope. You know, you can't be anywhere near a school where children attend. You know, even so in your own pad, watching kitty porn, choking your chicken to it, going off like giggity. Because they coming for you, baby. They coming for you, especially if they catch you on a computer, you know, jacking off to images of children for that other format of kitty porn. You know, and they get thinking, oh, you were contemplating adding another notch to your belt after you got paroled, huh? Giggity. Like a gay pedophile Catholic priest wannabe. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, Jim for none of that. Know what I mean? You better get real, man. Get your head out your whatchamacallit. They ain't Jim for none of that, man. You know?
I think you got to be a gambler.
When they say you can't live anywhere near children, if you're a convicted sexual predator, if you're a convicted rapist, especially if you're a convicted pedophile, that is not something that so easily goes away. That sticks with you for the rest of your life. A felony charge. And that if you're a convicted rapist or a convicted pedophile, worse yet, man, you might as well just pack up your bags and leave. If you do manage to get a place of residence that's next to a school that children are students of, or associated with, represent, or where they attend. Someone starts getting on, man. You must be off your rocker. You think you can stay there? You can't stay in that vicinity area neighborhood community. You got to pack up your bags and leave. Because you want the police, feds knocking on your door. You hear what I'm saying?
I think that's one of the reasons.
That's just the way it is. It's like that, and that's the way it is.
at the cemetery at night, and he would take me with him. And here's a 5-year-old, 4-year-old kid running around the cemetery in the dark.
I don't care if you were to be an all-boys school.
You gotta be
You
pretty
still
tough,
gotta
dude.
pack up your whatchamacallit. You gotta pack your bags and
I was raised on a
move,
cotton farm.
man, because you
I
can't
mean, I was
be
picking cotton when I was 3 years old.
anywhere near a school
You
where
didn't have
children
the
attend.
television, you
Even
didn't
if it
have the
was that, even if it's an
iPad
all-boys
and
school
everything, so
or
we stayed
all-boys
outside.
military academy,
We had a bike,
you know,
and we went hunting.
because then the
But we went
police
hunting not for the
and the
sport of it.
feds is
We
gonna
went
come
hunting
looking
because
for you.
we ate what we
And
killed.
then they'll be like saying,
And,
are
and
you
that's the way that it was.
asking
I mean, I
about
never
you
went
that
to
is
plumbing,
asking the question of
electricity,
your
running
name
water
and so
until I
forth? Are
was
you
in the Marine
Mr.
Corps,
So and
17
so?
years old. But we
Then
didn't
regardless
have
whether or
any
not
idea.
you answer
We didn't have any
the
idea
question by
that it was
saying
war.
yes, still
We
they're
had no
gonna
idea
say,
there was an England or a Great
well,
Britain. We
according
just
to
knew
what we
what
have
was in
here,
our neighborhood.
you know,
I mean, it was the old west to us.
what
It was the old west. It was
we have
modern, but
gathered
to us,
about
it was the old
sources,
west. Yes.
you know, you are Mr. So and so, and you are under arrest. If you have the audacity to ask why, then they say according
There
to
was the
your
Dallas
parole,
Athletics, DAC.
your parole,
And I was a friend of the Green
according to your
and we used to go
parole,
out there
what they call
and
parole,
bought
what
books,
you
we'd
call
sell
it,
them.
you know, you can't
And
live
golf balls were
anywhere
very expensive
where-
after the war.
where-
Very expensive.
where
So when you were 8,
where
9, 10 years old, you could make a lot of money.
children
We had about
where
100
where
caddies that were all mixed, white, Hispanics, and black.
school
And
children
on the back of
are
the caddy
present,
shack,
you
we
know,
had a little
where
three-hole
you can't
golf course
live
that we built ourselves
anywhere
out of the dirt.
where
And
the
we'd all get back
where the
there
school
and caddy.
students are
And
children.
we
You know,
finished
you are
and
in
we'd go out there and
violation
play for dimes and nickels.
of your
And
parole,
so we started hitting balls.
and
I started getting
therefore
better
you
and
are
better.
up under
I knew
you are
back then that
you
I
are
could make
up
more
under
money
arrest.
playing the game than I
We're
could
taking you into
carrying the bag.
custody because you have violated your parole.
Never in
But I
my life
wasn't
did I
wasn't doing anything.
championship.
It don't matter
Matter of
whether or
fact,
not
back
you
in
was
the early
doing
60s, I
anything. You
didn't
still
know
have
what a
violated
championship
your
was. If
your
you'd have come to
parole,
me and
being
said, "Oh,
because
that's
according
amazing," I
to
would have had no idea.
the dictates, the laws and bylaws, the policies and procedures, the protocol, your parole, you're not supposed to
My
live
first Oakland was
anywhere
living.
where children are present. You know,
Didn't like it. I thought
for
there was a lot of
local
walking
vicinary neighborhood community
bugs.
school,
He'd
you,
drive
you
down the
most
middle of the
certainly
fairway.
definitely cannot
I mean,
live
it would start
in
bouncing.
a
They'd
building
jump on the train.
where
and go
children
to
are residents with their different
Lunch.
families.
Hey, what the hell
you know.
happened there? And the guy said,
I mean, get a clue.
These fairways are
you know.
very wavy.
I don't care if you could possibly have been rehabilitated.
And the more I went
You don't
there,
do that stuff
and the
anymore.
more
I
played,
don't care
the more I
if
fell in.
you had been given the option to have your package down there, you know, clipped, you know, as in been given the alternative option to be castrated to reduce some of your jail time. You still can't be anywhere where children are present within close vicinity. Otherwise, you're going back to jail.
It goes back so far.
You know what I'm saying?
And there's been
That's the
so
bottom
many
line,
great
you know?
players win this.
Mr. Giggity Giggity
Fantastic.
of a sexual predator, animal monster, male character. You're a rapist or a pedophile. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
I mean, sure, you go off into a soapbox routine like you're trying to campaign to become president of the USA, a politician that wants to hold office in the White House. But then that's not happening. Any convicted rapist or pedophile don't have a chance to become a politician.
Where they're going.
You know what I'm saying?
So to help even more,
I mean, still I'm saying you ain't gonna be living
15% credit on their motor
You know,
policies with the
anywhere
Geico
where
Give Back.
children are present. You
And
know,
because we're committed for the
so
long
you
haul,
might as well just
the
call
credit
that a
slash
dream.
control policies
That's
are
all it is. It's a dream.
Geico Give Back.
It's fiction. It's not fact. It's not reality. You can't live where children are. If you're a convicted rapist or worse yet, a convicted pedophile
And
of
adjusting to new
a male sexual predator, animal monster character, or even if you're a female sexual predator who has been convicted of a sexual hate crime.
And
Think
when you
about
use
it.
your MasterCard,
Think about it,
you
baby. I'm
so your
just
purchase ends
telling
right
it like it
form mount,
is.
and your staff can start.
Man. Let's hear for truth. Man. Praise the Lord.
It's streaming and it's free.
Bingy, cringy, guilty, reality, free.
Yes.
And that's why you can't not
Man,
watch.
but then that just get me thinking. I know this one male rapist or male pedophile. You know, this MF, this effing idiot. No, I'm not talking about the one that supposed to have been before you become a sexual predator. I'm a male character who had got sent away and then got paroled. Who was supposed to be a brother that me and my brothers grew up with. You know, whereas he's supposed to have sexually assaulted or raped underage. Was that an underage female minor or underage male minor or whatever the case? Whereas, none of us, so far. My male relations from my own immediate personal family and household, we don't want to be anywhere near him. You know, speaking from himself, for that matter, not that he was one I was about to speak on. I was about to speak on another brother like his kind of brother, so to speak. No brother that's being offered something like that is my brother. But there's a figure of speech, black, Hispanic, Asian, call himself brother.
Tournament shouldn't even have been close.
Anyway, we don't want to be anywhere near him, because we don't want to be like guilt by association. We don't want anybody assuming that we could be a like character, no character like that. Anyway, there's this other one, Alexis Can, whereas he was supposed to be a supervisor of a rescue mission men's shelter. But that is something so kind of like a gay pedophile Catholic one of them. And he got away with murder, man, because the different visiting religious missionaries from different, religious denomination churches paid off the hire to sweep up under the rug what he did, to different races of women and children, possibly against boys as well as against girls. Worse yet, Yeah, one Mr. Chimmy Coco Jackson for the Rescue Mission Men's Shelter of the Door of Hope, located at the building address location of 5313 South Indiana Avenue in Chicago, Illinois, USA, zip code 60637. If I'm not mistaken.
Shouldn't have done that.
Back in the day, that MF was like, popping it like it's hard. He was raping like nobody business, raping minors as well as adults, Then that one rescue mission men's shelter since caught fire. So at the moment, it's no longer operational. But when that cocksucker was lit, and to think that he moved to how you say, he he moved to a neighborhood community that is similar to a multiracial neighborhood community within city limits. How you say? He moved to well, he was a former resident in a neighborhood community that I myself am of now once again. He had a nice pad, nice place of residence, a mansion that his father had left him that he inherited. Where the one that took over from there for him before he croaked more than Kermit the Frog as he passed. He has the same mansion and inherited this late pedophile's luxury ride as well as his mansion, in a multiracial, prosperous neighborhood community within city limits. Whereas this joker, I can imagine looking out his window, looking at women and girls of the mansion he inherited from the former superintendent of the Rescue Mission Men's Shelter, where he was raping women and children. I can imagine the new owner of another supervisor who was supposed to be a minister himself, looking out the window of the former supervisor's mansion at the woman and girl walking down the sidewalk, groping himself, choking his chicken, possibly contemplating, orchestrating, initiating sexual hate crimes against women and girl children of different races, whatever walks like.
I'm sitting in the seat there with my name on it, and I figure Mr. McKenzie's gonna make this big deal, you know, to be winning this
The
thing.
same cocksucker,
And I figured he's gonna talk
you know,
about
of
what
a new
great player he
superintendent
is, and glad to have him here.
who was charging
Grab the microphone.
charging homeless males to stay there.
Lee Trevino.
Charging he was getting from $100 to $150 a month from each and every one of them per homeless male. You know, before he said most recently that Rescue Mission Men Shelter had caught fire by some means, rather not to get it up and running. Again, who can say? But it's been there since 1954. You know, on the south side of Chicago.
It's even more special.
USA, and the former superintendent.
And you know it belongs.
He was supposed to be raping women and children. The former late superintendent, you know.
I mean, I never thought.
I heard he got off for the rape charge, sexual assault charge, rape charge, because you know certain certain church people of the different religious denominations are visiting missionaries.
And he doesn't have the clothes.
The higher ups that run different churches that would visit there to donate food and clothing to the Rescue Mission Men Shelter, to the homeless brothers there. They would pay off the higher ups to sweep up on the rug what he done. Because I literally actually seen his late superintendent supervisor of that Rescue Mission Men Shelter that's supposed to be some kind of a minister who was a closet rapist, a closet pedophile. I seen the feds come for him. Not just the police. At one time I seen the police, and I seen the feds come for him. Had him in handcuffs, carted him away, put him in the back of this police squad car cruiser, marked or unmarked, rolled off with him. Then he would come back the next day. Talk about Jesus walking on water. You know, whereas the average person that done that, you know, it'd be tore up from the floor up. He's like he's himself as a Hollywood, California celebrity or something. Like what's the name, that black brother that had faked a racial hate crime against this person? Where this one former ex or late superintendent of the Rescue Mission Men Shelter, he was raping women and children, and he got away with murder. He never got charged with something such. That's been because of visiting missionaries representing the church elders of the different churches of the different religious denominations, the different religious denomination church that paid off the higher up to speak up on the road what he did. You know, I seen him. I noticed. He got arrested one day and then was out of jail the next day, within the next 24 hours. And didn't go to jail ever since from there. Like what? Man, that kind of clout is supposed to be only reserved for gay pedophile Catholic priests. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't have to do any serious jail time after that. You know, he didn't have to even do the what you call the parole number gig. You know, because he didn't go to jail, he wasn't convicted. He didn't go to jail, he didn't go to court, wasn't convicted of a sexual hate crime. So quite naturally, that offer, what you call, going before that is to be set up with a PO, parole officer, was off the table as well. Because if you have been convicted of a crime, you don't have to see a PO, or probation officer. You know, I'm like, well, you come out smelling like a rose, as they say. I'm like, seriously though, he didn't do any jail time. No jail time. Didn't have to see a PO or probation officer either. You know, he didn't get convicted of a sexual hate crime and then didn't have to see a parole officer either. I'm like, what? So I can imagine how much dick, a prick, a penis he was sticking and stuff in the mouth, up at waist level, you know, and women and children, especially women and girls, possibly even boys for that matter. You know, that semi-gay pedophile Catholic priest wanted to rally one.
So many things that come into it.
Man, going balls deep and women and
And the weather
children.
can change. You know, you can play at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Woman and
blowing a gale,
girl and boy
and then all of
children.
a sudden someone tees off at 2
Get it,
o'clock in
especially
the
doggy
afternoon,
style spread
and
eagle
you
style.
can roll a cigarette.
Give it to me. Show me what you got. Give it to me, baby.
There's a lot of
Boom,
things
boom, up.
come with playing at
Mm.
You gotta
Give it to me. Without love, it ain't much benefit.
Well, the championship in 1972 was Muirfield. And I wanted to defend. And I was living in El Paso at the time, and the wind
Whereas
blows
your
extremely
average
hard.
person, your average person coming off like a
Every day I
sexual
would pray that
predator,
the
I'm a
wind blow
monster of
hard.
that kind.
And what I would
Man,
do
one
is
would
I'd
be
go outside
tore up from the
and
floor.
hit
One would
balls
be
with
burn up, burn up, burn up.
You couldn't see very well. It was blowing. The sand was blowing. But I was practicing hitting the ball low. With the Muirfield, unfortunately, was
Out of here.
95 degrees every day, and the wind didn't blow. I had to go back to the high ball. I said, "Oh,
Yeah, you know.
normally see me in the kitchen cooking, but when
Some
you
people, they
might
just
not
get
know
away
about
with
me,
murder,
I also
man.
like staying fit and healthy. And when I
Get
take
away
to
with
the
murder,
gym,
man.
I like to do a workout in my
Get
own
away
backyard.
with
The
murder.
first thing we're going to do is get the blood flowing through our
Oh
body.
man, how low can you go though? You sexually assault, rape, and molest a child. How low can you go? Man.
Next, we're going to transition
And these gay pedophile Catholic priests, they corner the market when it comes to getting those get out of jail free cards. You know, as the average Catholic priest, or the majority of Catholic priests are into sexually assaulting, raping, and molesting boys. You know, of many different races or whatever walks of life, fashions, society, lifestyle preferences. They still be getting those get out of jail free cards. They still be corner market when it comes to getting those get out of jail free cards. Man, that's ridiculous. Ridiculously ignorant, ridiculously insane. I mean, when they get off easy like that, you know, a lot of these judges, juries, and prosecutors, they need to be hanged. They be letting these gay pedophile Catholic priests corner the market to get these get out of jail free cards, and then add insult to injury, let them get off with nothing more than a slap on a wrist. You know what I'm saying? But then let me speed down the conclusion of this here. I'm about to wrap things up. I gotta get out here and I gotta get to the free eating spots. You know, whatever soup kitchens, moonlight, food pantries that could be open for today. Yeah, I'm relying on kind of places, those kind of atmospheres, premises probably more than ever before. Since I don't get the food stamps and cash benefits that I used to get back in the day. Then if you haven't gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I will hope that you would think to do so now while the blood is still running warm in your veins. By recognizing, realizing what he himself had done and did upon the cross of Calvary on the hill of Golgotha, suffering at the hands of some such Roman soldiers up under orders of their religious superiors, being of Pharisees and Sadducees, but then nevertheless, whatever, obviously, nevertheless, whereas he went to that cross of Calvary to fulfill biblical prophecy, to become that perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice for you as well as for me. So that if any of us being of whatsoever race and whatever walks of life, fashion, and society, lifestyle preferences, being of the old, young life, of both of the two sexual genders, and of whom can or could possibly profess some of such faith in him, from there we would become or be blessed in one regard or another in more ways than one. First and foremost, with his salvation, being of which is the only means by which we can or could possibly escape the fires of damn hell. Then second of all, we will be blessed with his deliverance. You know what I'm saying? But first you have got to get his salvation before you can be blessed in any regard. Otherwise, you have got nothing coming, And once you were to cross on over to the other side, make the transition for the great beyond the hereafter, the afterlife, from there, you would be assembled with the rest of the unsaved, unbelievers, and unbelievers, to be tortured and terrorized by the devil and his demons for all eternity. Compared to how we, as believers in God, as Christians, aka Protestants, would be across the great divide that separates heaven from hell and beyond the pearly gates, as citizens of the kingdom of heaven, presence of God and his angels, But then there are really no unbelievers and non-believers in damn hell. I know when quite a few of y'all be like, y'all just be like saying, what do you mean by that? You know, I mean, sure there are unbelievers and non-believers in damn hell. Or you think you're contradicting yourself? That's you know, like religiously or spiritually incorrect. No, but there isn't, because once unbelievers and unbelievers go to damn hell, they automatically become believers in God. See, like the rich man in the story, the biblical story, the rich man and Lazarus. He was hoping that he could throw himself on the mercy of the court of heaven, you know, by asking the angel, could he send, you know, Lazarus back into the world, back upon planet Earth, or somebody to warn his brothers about, you know, that place of torment of hell. You know, but then if that would have been granted, then next thing you know, why not push the envelope? He'd be asking, could he possibly get out of hell for a little while? And then from there, be asking, could he stay out of hell? See? So he become a believing guy. He recognized the power that is greater then and there. He didn't recognize before, you know. Before then, he didn't have to beg anybody. Now he's begging, you know. Not only begging for Lazarus to give him a cup of glass of cold water to cool his parched, hot tongue in the fires of hell, but also he asked, he want to push the envelope, see if he can have somebody go back, you know, in the world upon the planet Earth to warn his brothers about the place of torment of hell. That had happened, there would be nobody in hell from there, because next thing you know, they'd be like saying, why not ask, can we get out of hell for a little while? And then from there, why not ask, can we stay out of hell? You know? Then what would be the reason or purpose to have a hell in the first place? And hell should be abolished, discarded, you know. And then that would throw everything about the Bible out of context, you know. They make the whole Bible a lie, the existence of God a lie, and then something. Give weight to the hypothetical theory about spontaneous combustion. Is that what I meant to say? No, evolution and a host of other things. But the angel told him in more words or less. No, it's not possible. There's a great divide, you know. He cut it off. He nipped it in the bud. Jump Street, he told him, so he won't have to bother asking some of such other questions to push the envelope. He said, no, there's a great divide that separates believers from unbelievers and non-believers, whereas believers cannot cross on over to unbelievers and non-believers, and neither nor can unbelievers and non-believers cross on over to believers, you know. So he squashed that argument, that begging petition, you know. Yeah, so the rich man had automatically become a believer in God, recognizing the power of God and his angels, etc., by begging like a beggar for an angel to possibly have Lazarus come on over him and give him some water, to trying to get an angel to send somebody back upon the planet Earth in the world to warn his brothers about the place of torment, you know, about hell. But it wasn't happening. You know. See, you can't wait till you go to hell to become a believer. You have to become a believer before you go to hell. You know, a believer in God. You have to become a believer in God while you're still upon the planet Earth, in the world for this existence. You know, not wait till you want to be gone on over to the other side. Well, no, sorry about that interruption. You get the general idea of what I'm trying to say. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a done deal. Unless you're one of them few people or persons who will become subjected to experiencing that being beyond and back experience. And that's a different story. Rachel, unless you become some of such, you know, who will from there, you know, be able to get out of hell through the good graces of God being of the few that will be able to do so, compared to the majority, once they go that damn hell, they're there to stay. You know, it's a done deal. Ain't no coming back into this world trying to think to reverse that decision of how you rejected so great a salvation in Christ, our Lord and Savior, Messiah, deliverer. You dare to stay, you know, and the devil and the demons to have their way with you as much as they like, as they be going at you like, giggity, giggity. I try not to cuss. I try not to even employ the use of this speed of profanity or cuss words to simply say, being which are mentioned in God's word, the good book, the BIB, at least basic instruction before leaving earth, God make reference to salvation delivered in Christ, our Lord and Savior, Messiah, delivered. Not to mention, how much more should I not employ the uses of or use the speech of profanity of cuss words in which are not mentioned in some such God's word, nor the alternative, the speech of profanity of cuss words to further destroy my good testimony in Christ's name. Well, though it may be more condemned for me to use cuss words that are mentioned in God's word, still they kind of like destroy my good testimony in Christ's name.
I'm going to switch now.
Unless it's
Just need my desk.
of an exact whole or paraphrase of biblical passages coming from the good book, God's word, the BIBLE, the message of the Lord, God, making reference to salvation and deliverance in Christ's name. You know what I'm saying?
Ask for help and watch how the
But
just continue to
getting back to some such other, it's like that way. Do I have any new subscribers? If I don't, that's okay. It's all good. Just come and chill with me. You know, you welcome in my personal chat room for this social media website address app that I'm an account holder of, a card carrying member with a personal chat room associated with it. You know, some such. Just don't come here like an internet troll, you know, internet troll and negative, disrespectful. Because I'm not having. Because for one thing, if you be like coming here to give me the business, to start some FBS, I will silence your chat. There, I will block you second ball. I ain't about that, you know. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about that, you know.
Call now to find out if you have a case in minutes. Mom and Law.
Because
We know what matters
you should not disrespect while making Chris Beef. Continue to regulate my mind compared to how the Prince Doctor's attempt to my speech. Don't disrespect my personal chat. I ain't the one. I'm one of those persons that you should at least contemplate disrespecting my personal chat.
Check him out.
You know. Okay, but if you wouldn't have come into my personal chat room to chill, you know, to be nice, you know. I'm saying be nice.
Hey, what's going on, Rachel? Now listen, you have
You know,
sent me into some
to
crazy
respect
situations
it.
over the years.
Yeah.
But today you have put me to the task. So I have just
Look,
rummaged
you're
through
more
the
than
fridge
welcome.
and pantry.
Be here.
Found a couple of ingredients. And hopefully,
Be
we're
down.
going to make lamb meatballs.
Down about be up on the business at hand
because that's all I have.
to get
If you
this
don't have
entertainment,
lamb, it's gonna work with beef, it's gonna
education,
work with
and
turkey,
enlightenment.
chicken,
You know what I'm
or
saying?
pork as well. We have about a little over
Because
ground
this
lamb
shit
here.
chat room is where it's at, you know.
Kale, green
On the
olives,
better
onions,
best
and
chat
raisins,
rooms,
and
being
just
of my
one
own. You know what I'm
little
saying?
sad clove of garlic.
If I could share with you the gospel message
I'm just gonna
or some such,
smash
you know what I'm
the
saying?
garlic,
Accept Christ as
chop
your
that up.
own
This is how you're gonna make meatballs
personal
with any stuff.
Lord
We're gonna start by
and
cooking all of these
Savior.
slow and slow. This is sweating. We're gonna turn this
Wow.
down right here.
I say,
Some
wow,
we have some
you
granulated garlic,
yourself
cracked black pepper,
still
thyme,
have
coriander, a sort of
time
a secret ingredient is cinnamon.
think
Just a pinch right there.
of
And that's
getting
gonna
type
give this dish a little
in
basic wow.
of
I'm
a
gonna add this to our meatball seasoning as well.
Okay.
A little bit of salt.
Nice.
And we want to season as we
intention
go. Get in there, camera 2. By the way, camera 2 is Jasmine Blaze. What's up,
to
Jasmine Blaze?
try
The producer
to
today.
do
She's the camera
so
op. She's
in
everything.
that
Lamb can be a little gamey, and the raisins are going to be a nice sweetness to sort of counteract the savoriness
to
of the lamb. We want this mixture now to chill, which is very important, right? Not just chill, like hang out, but actually pop into the refrigerator for a couple of minutes, or a little bit of food safety, that we're not cooking the lamb, we're not changing the temperature
Yeah,
of the ground.
I'm gonna be
While the hot
stacking for Jamaica. And the fires of damn hell. That ain't cool to go to damn hell, you know. Continue to reject so great a salvation.
You don't want to turn it into a paste.
Because God is not to be mocked. What you sow is what you shall reap, you know. Because if you continue to, you know, mock the salvation of God, you know, and not consider how important it is to try to get this salvation of His as soon as possible. I'm sorry, you a done deal, baby. You end up on that other side of this existence. You know what I'm saying? Without the blood sacrifice of our Lord and Savior Christ, side deliverer. It ain't no joke. You know what I'm saying?
Like yogurt, you can see it. A little bit of avocado mayonnaise, regular
It is not.
This is a clutch tip right here.
No,
this is
not in any sense of the word.
Is really what is going to set this off. A little bit of onion powder, a little bit of garlic.
It's bad enough.
Have a little bit of dill. The only pressure about having the fridge right now.
Dude, go
That's
through
going to be
any
our sauce. I'm just going to plate this.
hell in this world. In this world, I say.
A little bit of the chopped dill, a little bit of sumac. Sumac has got like a
Better recognize and realize, you know.
Flavor to it. And there we go.
Okay,
Lunch at the
I'm out of here. Peace.
household. This is lamb meatballs.